Hello everyone! The plan for today's video is a get it all done with me kind of video, mostly outside. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do outside, like fix up my garden area. It's a mess right now. The kids recently made the stage out of all of my planks and blocks, which is really cute, but I definitely don't want it there long term. Also, I've shared that I was going to keep our garden very minimal this year because we don't get much sun and it never does that well. But we're actually going to cut down all of the trees in our backyard, including this tree right here. And this tree, if you see, hangs over where I usually want to have the garden, right here. So I'm hoping that since we're cutting down that tree, that will allow a lot more sun for my garden. So now I'm a lot more motivated to put my garden together, and I think I'm just gonna put it all over there. But anyways, I'm talking too much. First thing I'm gonna do is start an Instant Pot meal, so then we can just eat on that for lunch and dinner, and then I don't have to worry anymore about cooking for the rest of the day. And then there's also some stuff in the homeschool room that I want to do. And this is just my favorite time of year to be outside, because I am someone that I don't like being super hot. So really this time of year when it's late 60s and 70s is my ideal weather. This is when I want to be outside the most. I don't know how much I'll be able to get done today. I also want to do some weed whacking and just random stuff to make our yard look a little nicer, because our yard is definitely always very neglected. But yeah, so first I'm gonna start with the Instant Pot meal. The meal that I'm gonna do is very simple. It's just stew beef, a lot of coconut aminos, and then I add garlic and paprika, salt, pepper, and then a little bit of broth just to make sure there's enough liquid to cook everything. Oh, and then I'll add a little bit of maple syrup to sweeten it up a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Saddles, can you say hi? He said, hi. Hi. One of my greatest hacks for life is if you want children who want to kiss you all the time, you have to make it exciting. So anytime we kiss, I use positive reinforcement and then we say yay, and it makes them want to kiss me. So watch, ready? Mama kiss. Mwah. Yay! All I want's a hug. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Yay! See, it works. So I just have this giant pack from Costco. I'm doing it one hand, so it's kind of hard to show. It's 5 pounds, which honestly, this will all be gone by tomorrow. Is that normal? I don't know. We all love meat a lot. Okay. Also, I found it cheaper if you get this giant jug off Amazon. So I'll link that below, but I'm just gonna use the rest of it because it's almost out. I'm gonna have to see if he'll let me lay him down for this one. Yay! Usually he's happy as long as he's near me. Or on a counter, feels very exciting. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so next I'm just gonna add tons of salt. I usually just add a lot and then taste it once it's done and maybe add more. Paprika. You guys have been here long enough to know that I don't really measure anything. It's probably good. Garlic. Saddles, look, pepper. Pepper. I don't even know if this is necessary because I've also made recipes that don't have that much liquid and it's fine, but I just always do. So I usually do it for 35 minutes and then let it naturally release. And then once it's done is when I will taste it, add more salt and whatever, and then add a little bit of maple syrup. I'll also add some arrowroot powder to help thicken up the sauce a little bit. And we'll just eat this with rice, and we already have a whole pot of rice ready in the fridge. So this is a very simple, quick meal. We had church today, which is why he looks so spiffy. Next, I'm going to make a coffee because I haven't had one today. I'll link them down below, but this is the coffee we use. It's from Mermaid Coffee. My friends roast it in their home, and I think that's just really cool. Hit this button. Good job! Yay! Thank you. Yay! I am feeling like I have more energy lately than I have recently. It's definitely not totally back to normal, but I mean, even the idea of me doing any projects like this shows that I have more energy, because there was weeks where I just wanted to lay in bed all day, every day. So for today, all of my projects, which I feel like I'm wasting so much time just like chattering, but I'm just gonna do it in order of what sounds the most fun to me. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is our homeschool room. I'll show you what I wanna do. Okay, so basically I was in here the other day. I'll show you if you haven't really been in here much. So this is our homeschool room. These are all of the books for next year. I just put them there for now. And then these are our Bibles, abacus, and then a lot of our like read aloud books, different homeschool books. They're kind of a mess right now because the kids took them out. Also, I don't know if you saw this yet. I got a new table runner at the thrift store. That's my husband's work stuff, so ignore that. So I originally put the bookshelf this way because I have certain books that I like didn't want the younger kids just getting into and reading. Like I just didn't want them to mess them up. Things like Story of the World and like some kind of like older books. I don't know, the ones that aren't like just children's picture books. But now I'm thinking that that's probably not gonna be an issue, and it might look nicer if I have it like horizontal. So I wanna do that, and then I also just wanna like go through all of our books and get rid of the ones that are kind of like junky books. And then also it'll give me more like counter space or shelf space, whatever you would call it, to put more like baskets with stuff in, and yeah, I just think it might look cuter in this space. So I'm gonna do that really quick. So first I'm just gonna take all of the books off the shelf and stack them on the table. Hello, sir. We typically keep this big basket of coloring books on top of the cabinet, but now I'll just keep it here and then they can reach them themselves. I recently thrifted this basket too, and I thought it would be cute if we put all of like the kids' colored pencils and markers inside here, because I like this for the sake of keeping everything organized, but it turns out my kids don't care about keeping everything organized. So really, like, I feel like that would be a cuter option. Crowns. I might say that weird to some of you guys. How do you guys say like crayons? Like, do you say crayon? I hear people say crayon. I say crown. How do you say it? Okay, yay, that's over. We only have like 2 markers left, and we literally just got like 40 at Christmas. But for Easter, I'm gonna get them all another like little box of markers, so then we'll have 40 more. And I'm also gonna get them each like a coloring book. I like to do that in their Easter baskets because it's like cheap and exciting and cute, and a good hobby is coloring. So they're gonna get some new markers. We also need to go through their coloring books and throw some away because there's definitely some that are like totally full. Okay, now I'm gonna add all of the books back to the shelves and do it in a somewhat organized way. I'm gonna go through the coloring books really quick because I'm finding a few that I need to add, but there's no space in here. Here, help me go through the coloring books really quick. So we'll keep this one. I think we should probably throw away the bluey ones, right? Because they're like so used.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a quick overview, and then we need to head outside because it's like starting to get dark or rain or something, and I really want to set up the garden beds. Hello. So we have coloring books here and then like random sticker books. My mother-in-law also gives the kids these magazines for like a Christmas present every year. So I'm just gonna start keeping them in here for them to look at. We do have some CC materials. I think I'm just gonna keep them for now. And then the Story of the World books. These are all like readers or chapter books. These are the ones that I have labeled for the read alouds for Memoria Press. These are kind of like reference books. And then these are all of our like picture books that are not like specifically Memoria books. And then these are our little baby books, our little board books. These are all books that are for like teaching how to draw. So I got these ones from, I think, The Good and the Beautiful, and they have like levels 1 to 5, I think. And then there's also one that's just on trees. We have one on like a Christmas drawing book. And then I think there's a bird one, and then this one's just like pencil control. I'm just gonna put these in the coloring book basket as like fun activity books for the kids.
Lion.
Let me see.
A mean lion, a mean one.
Ooh, a mean one. I still need to figure out like where to store all of that stuff, but I really want to get started on the garden, so I'm gonna head out there while I can. I'm also going to just like put some thought into what I should do here. I feel like now I have more like space to do something really cute. Just hang up some cuter things. Very cute, but it's like that thing where you either clean the kids' room or the playroom and suddenly they like want to play in there constantly after never going in there. That's exactly how the kids are right now. I just cleaned up, made everything look a lot more exciting, and now they all just want to be in here coloring. I'm gonna go start on the garden. Anybody want to help me?
Me.
Okay, let's go. Let me see.
I did my letters.
You did your letters?
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, wow. I did it.
Good job.
These are my letters?
Yeah, those are letters.
They're my letters.
Yeah, they're your letters. No, that doesn't say your name.
What's this?
It says world.
Well,
We watch Wilder.
this is a horse.
Draper, look at what Wilder's doing. Whoa.
I don't know how to do that.
He's, you know, a little older than you, so he knows how to do things like this. Maybe he could teach you how. Wow, good job, Wilder. You could teach him? That's very nice. It's a little rainy outside, but I don't care. I just really want to like go work on the yard. So I'm just gonna power through it. It's very like, I mean, minimal rain. I also want to prune the hydrangeas, which I don't know if this is the best time of year to do that, but I think I need to do it. I don't think I did it in the fall. It's funny because like literally just a couple weeks ago, I wasn't gonna do anything with the garden or just like not much. We have like, might have enough sun. So I think I'm going to make some garden beds just like right there. I used to have them there and the garden did well, but I'm thinking it'll do a lot better once we get rid of this big tree. And then over here, this is the kids' play set. These are the hydrangeas that I need to prune. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, my son Wilder, he took off all of the planks on the play set with a screwdriver. So we have all of these planks and nails. He like took all the nails and, well, actually they were in this cup, but now they're missing. It's not good. But yeah, he did put all the nails in here and just took down all of the planks on the playset. So at some point, someone needs to fix that. I'll just give you a full garden tour because you probably haven't seen all this stuff. Our front yard looks so bad, so just don't judge me. Or do, I don't really care. But these are peonies. Wait, it actually looks like there's a bloom coming. They've never done well because we've had them. This is our 3rd year. In the first 2 years, my husband weed whacked them when they were like that big. So they've just never had a chance. And then also, I just don't think we have a ton of sun here, so I don't think they'll do well anyways. But maybe they will, because we have blueberries here and here. These ones are like pink lemonade blueberries. And then these ones are just like, I don't know, some normal blueberry. So, I mean, those usually do well. These are leftover zinnias. So all these plants right here were all zinnias, and I just never knocked them down or anything. And then this is my beloved fig tree. But now that we're cutting down our trees, I'm thinking maybe I should try to dig up the fig tree and move it somewhere sunnier, because I thought that spot would get a lot of sun out of all of our options, but it really hasn't. And then we also have this garden bed that I would like to move over there. Oh, and then I also have all of these like pots. I have them like all over the yard. And I feel like our front steps is what gets the most sun in the front, so I usually have them lined up there, but I might move those too. Okay, so this is them all set up. Obviously, I just need to add dirt, which we kind of have some leftover dirt over here from when I tried doing them over there. So I might try to use as much of that as I can before buying some. One thing you'll notice is that they're not very even. I feel like a professional would have tried to like even out the ground. Like you can probably see that one's really low, but I'm not a professional and that sounded like a lot of work. So I might just like get some little flat rocks or something and try to put them under the low parts to make it more even. So I will say, I think the best garden we ever had at this house was in this bed. So I really think if we get rid of this tree that this whole area will do a lot better, and I'm so excited. Next, I need to decide what to do with these. Previously, I had planted strawberries here, and you can see that there's still some living here. They just never really do that well in this area. So I kind of just want to move these whole bed, like maybe one along this fence and one along this fence, or maybe like over there. I don't know, but that'll obviously be a lot more work because it's like a lot of dirt we have to move. Next, I think I'm gonna try to find some flat rocks to even out these things. Hey guys, do you want to help me really quick? So I want to try to find some small flat rocks to put under this to lift it up some.
Yeah.
So you want to help me?
I know where there's perfect.
Keep pushing. Push, 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 push. Okay. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
We just found a little snake. I always find snakes when I'm gardening.
I can't kill it. I'm gonna kill it.
No, don't kill it. Let's play with it first. Do you see its head?
Yeah.
Make sure, listen, when you pick up a snake, you want to pick up its neck.
Why?
So then it can't bite you. I'm terrified of snakes, but I also know it's like really good for them to play with them and catch them and not be scared of them. So I try to encourage them. Wilder is our one. Like we had a black snake in our yard last year that was like maybe 4 feet long or something. And he just ran after it to catch it. He has like no fear when it comes to this stuff, which is kind of dangerous because our area does have copperheads. So we're always like, do not pick up a snake unless we're with you and we tell you it's safe.
When I want to play with it, I'm going to get its neck. Inside of it. It's me, outside. Have fun, the ball in the garden,
I'm gonna prune the hydrangeas really quick. It's funny because there was a point that I was so scared of snakes that I couldn't even go outside to garden. I'm still super scared, but I'm so thankful that I'm not that scared anymore because there was really a point where I couldn't even go outside because I was so scared. Even though I'm like not as scared, they're definitely still on my mind like every single second when I'm outside. Okay, so all of these are pruned. I don't think I've ever really given you a tour of our backyard because it's been mostly like winter, I think, since I've joined YouTube. Here's a quick tour. So over here where the playset is where I have these hydrangeas. We also have this arch with some type of vine over it. I usually trim it up in the spring, but I haven't yet, where it's easier to walk through and everything, and so it doesn't grab onto the house. This area is all stone outside of our like screened in porch. I really need to blow all the leaves off. I've been meaning to do it, but every time I do it rains again, and it's really hard to do it when it's wet. And then yeah, we have a lot of like bird houses in our backyard that came with the house. Another thing I love about our yard is if you see all of these plants, here's a couple. They're called, I think Lenten roses, but they're also called Christmas roses. And I love it because it's like flowers that bloom at Christmas time. So they're beautiful, and our whole backyard is filled with them. Looks like someone left the van door open. I'll go close that. This is all the bamboo my husband just cut down. So it was all over there, and he cleared it all out. I'm just gonna go finish making dinner really quick. It's already naturally released. I'm gonna add some arrowroot starch to thicken it up. I believe you're supposed to add it to some cold water and then add it to thicken it up. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit of maple syrup.
I need to clean up this and this.
Hey, go clean it up.
Okay, I will clean up.
Okay, it's finished. There's apparently supposed to be like some huge windstorm tomorrow, and it's just really funny timing because we have this like tree back here that's just totally dead. Thankfully it's like a very thin one and it's not leaning towards anyone's house. Yeah, praise the Lord. But we're definitely a little concerned about that tree in the windstorm. And then we also just have a lot of trees that are kind of leaning over people's houses, including ours. And I'm just really hoping the windstorm doesn't like knock down any of these trees the literal day before we're getting all of our trees removed. I think I'm gonna end the video here and go inside and start settling down for bed. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting a few things done with me. It is funny, I feel like you can probably tell, like I just feel like a little more motivated to do some things, so it feels good. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll see you in the next one.